California is often seen as a remarkable success story. If it were its own country, it would rank as the fifth largest economy globally, surpassing countries like India and the United Kingdom. It boasts a thriving tech industry and is considered the cultural capital of the United States. However, despite its achievements, California is facing significant challenges that have led to an exodus of both people and businesses. In recent years, California has experienced a decline in population for the first time in its history. The state's residents are burdened by high living costs, a severe housing crisis, and an increasing wealth gap. Despite having higher taxes and a larger budget than any other state, it also holds the highest poverty level in the entire United States. California has the highest rate of homelessness in the country. This paradox of success and struggle raises questions about how a state can perform so well and yet face such serious problems. To understand this, we need to explore the history and factors that have shaped California's current situation. The California Dream has existed since the mid-1800s, when the discovery of gold during the California Gold Rush attracted hundreds of thousands of people seeking wealth and opportunity. However, the state's modern economic miracle occurred in the mid-20th century. California's exponential economic growth was fueled by its role in producing military equipment during World War II. As the Cold War began, the military-industrial complex expanded, with a significant presence in California. The defense industry brought substantial wealth and necessitated a massive workforce, propelling the state's economy and population to unprecedented levels. The military-industrial complex also contributed to California becoming a global technological hub. The military's investment in research and development led to the emergence of cutting-edge technologies, many of which were later adopted by the private sector. California's universities played a crucial role, collaborating with the military and private companies on research projects and encouraging entrepreneurship. The synergy between private and government funding, top-notch universities, and an environment conducive to innovation and entrepreneurship created a powerful ecosystem. California's challenges have emerged as a result of its own success. The rapid growth and prosperity have strained the state's infrastructure, housing market, and cost of living. The housing crisis, in particular, has made it increasingly unaffordable for many Californians to secure adequate housing. This, coupled with a widening wealth gap, has led to a significant increase in poverty and homelessness rates. The question now is whether California can overcome these problems and improve its current situation. It requires comprehensive solutions that address the housing crisis, income inequality, and the high cost of living. Policymakers must balance the need for economic growth and innovation with measures that ensure affordable housing and social support systems for all residents. Without effective action, California's struggles may worsen, jeopardizing its status as an economic powerhouse. California has achieved remarkable economic success. It faces substantial challenges that have resulted in a population decline and an exodus of businesses. The state's high living costs, housing crisis, and rising inequality have led to increased poverty and homelessness rates. It is crucial for California to address these issues through comprehensive and sustainable strategies to maintain its economic vibrancy and ensure a better quality of life for its residents. In the past, California experienced remarkable economic success, attracting talented individuals and fostering the growth of large and prosperous companies. The combination of defense and tech sectors, along with a supportive environment, created a thriving economy. This positive trajectory began to change in the 1970s when a movement known as NIMBY, not in my backyard, emerged. NIMBY wasn't a single organized group, but rather a growing trend among local residents who opposed construction and development in their neighborhoods. While understandable to some extent, this opposition hindered construction projects throughout the state. Unfortunately, local politicians embraced NIMBYism, leading to policies that contribute to many of California's present-day problems. California implemented stringent zoning laws, limiting the types of real estate that could be built in certain areas. Many regions allowed only single-family homes, restricting housing options and exacerbating the problem of housing scarcity. Increased environmental concerns resulted in stricter regulations and the preservation of more land, further constraining available space for construction. Furthermore, local homeowner communities gained greater influence over land use decisions, often opposing new construction that could impact their property values and living conditions. This local involvement often resulted in even fewer homes being built. As the population continued to grow, housing prices soared. From 1970 to 2016, home prices in California more than quadrupled, increasing 80% faster than the national average. This escalating housing crisis made homes increasingly unaffordable for many residents. In the early 1990s, the end of the Cold War brought about significant changes in the economic landscape. After decades of massive military spending and arms races, the United States was able to redirect resources towards other sectors. This shift affected California's economy, which relied heavily on defense-related industries. The state had to adapt to a new economic reality, leading to job losses and economic challenges. The combined effects of restrictive zoning laws, limited construction, and a growing population created a perfect storm for California's housing crisis. The dream of homeownership became increasingly out of reach for many residents, especially those with lower incomes. The state's remarkable economic success was overshadowed by skyrocketing housing prices and a widening wealth gap. California's housing crisis requires comprehensive solutions. Reevaluating zoning laws, promoting more diverse housing options, and incentivizing affordable housing development are crucial steps. Investing in job creation, improving education and skills training programs, and implementing measures to reduce income inequality can help alleviate the economic challenges faced by Californians. California's economic success and housing crisis coexist, revealing the complex issues facing the state. NIMBYism, restrictive zoning laws, and limited construction have contributed to soaring housing prices and reduced affordability. The end of the Cold War added economic strain, requiring adaptation to new realities. To tackle these challenges, California needs comprehensive strategies that prioritize affordable housing, job creation, and economic inclusivity, ensuring that the state's prosperity is accessible to all residents. The reduction in military and research budgets in California had severe consequences for the state. Many big companies went under, and others relocated to states with lower taxes, resulting in increased unemployment and poverty. The disappearance of blue-collar jobs, replaced by a smaller number of high-paying positions in the tech sector, created a significant imbalance in job opportunities. The rise of inequality became apparent as decent-paying jobs dwindled, leaving fewer opportunities for those in the middle. Meanwhile, the cost of living and housing continued to rise, making it increasingly unaffordable for many residents. The California government slashed funding for social programs, including state-funded mental institutions. As a result, these institutions were no longer able to provide treatment, leading to closures and leaving individuals with severe mental health issues without proper care. This, combined with the federal government's cancellation of funding for subsidized housing, contributed to the alarming growth of California's homeless population. To address the homelessness crisis, California implemented a policy known as tolerant containment, wherein homeless people were directed to specific areas where they could camp and receive some amenities from local government. However, as the homeless population continued to grow, this containment policy proved unsustainable. Today, California has over 170,000 homeless people, the highest number in the country. Despite accounting for only 12% of the U.S. population, the state is home to 30% of the nation's homeless population. The future of California is characterized by significant challenges in the short and midterm. Despite efforts to slow down population decline, it is unlikely to be fully halted or reversed. The government acknowledges the pressing issue of the housing crisis and expresses the intention to promote more construction. However, tangible results have yet to be seen, leaving many residents struggling to find affordable housing. Income inequality in California continues to worsen, exacerbating social disparities within the state. The rising homeless population is a stark manifestation of this inequality. Although California's economy remains robust, the trend of companies relocating away from the state due to deteriorating living conditions and high taxes poses a potential threat to its prosperity. Furthermore, the state's massive budget, while substantial, is proving insufficient to cover all necessary expenses. Without significant changes, the future of the Golden State appears challenging. A notable portion of its residents contemplate leaving in search of more favorable living conditions elsewhere. To pave the way for a brighter future, California must implement effective strategies to tackle the housing crisis head-on. This involves not only increasing the construction of affordable housing, but also addressing the root causes of rising costs and limited availability. Reducing income inequality should be a top priority. Policies that promote equitable economic opportunities, such as job creation, skill development, and fair wages, can help narrow the wealth gap and create a more inclusive society. Moreover, comprehensive support systems for the homeless population are essential. This includes investing in mental health services, substance abuse treatment, and transitional housing programs to provide a pathway out of homelessness. To navigate these complex challenges, collaboration between government, private sector entities, and community organizations is crucial. By fostering a multi-stakeholder approach, California can harness collective efforts and expertise to find sustainable solutions. This may involve revisiting regulatory frameworks, exploring innovative funding mechanisms, and fostering partnerships to leverage resources effectively. While the road ahead may be daunting, with concerted and strategic efforts, California has the potential to overcome its current obstacles. By prioritizing affordable housing, reducing income inequality, and implementing comprehensive support systems, the Golden State can build a more prosperous and inclusive future for all its residents. Enjoyed the video? Show some love by hitting the like button